Hi, and welcome to this segment of Congo Children's Corner. I'm excited because I love math. And today we have Delaware's, I think they're a specialty, but I guess you guys are going to be pretty soon worldwide, right?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Worldwide.
claiming it, yes.
Started in Delaware. So
That's
we just want to
right.
say they started right here.
That's right.
Right.
But yeah, so tell me the name. I always say it wrong. What's your
Keziah Finney, Miss Finney.
Miss Finney,
Uh-huh.
okay. And they set up, first they just had a smaller rap and just a math.
Oh, she's talking about how we got started.
Yeah, you
Oh,
guys
okay.
started off with
Okay.
like a smaller version.
Well,
and
it was my senior project from undergrad.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, see, I'm
in
learning
studio
more.
production. So my wife wanted to do a math video, and I said, well, look, if we do that, it's got to be funny.
Okay.
So we made a comedic video, and she was teaching adding integers to herself as a student.
Okay.
So she played the teacher and the student. I got an A on it, and that was the history.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And from there,
So we took that video. I was teaching in Chester Community Charter at the time. I
Okay.
took the video into a group of my students, played it for them because I was about to teach adding integers that week.
okay.
And so I had this idea. I said, well, let me give them a pre-test on adding integers and then show them the video we created that he did for school, and then give them a post-test. And so just in that 5 minute, or was it 4 minute video?
5 minutes, 20 seconds.
Right,
Oh,
5 minutes, 20
exactly.
second
Let's
video.
get it right.
The students showed a lot of growth just
Wow.
from listening to the
61.7% increase in comprehension, to be exact.
songs. Yeah,
Okay. That's
exactly.
major.
Right. And
Major.
so when I came home and I let him know about it, I said, well, wow, I did the pre-test, I showed the video, I did the post-test. These are the results. That was a moment when we realized we had something that was of value that we needed to
Yes.
get out to more students.
Right.
And so that was the moment where we decided to create what's now known as Lyrical Math.
Lyrical math.
If I could share, you're
Yes,
right
please.
that 61.7% is amazing, and I didn't know how amazing it was until we performed that famed end of program ceremony at AI Middle
Right.
School a few summers back, and one of the teachers from Eastside Charter told us 61.7% increase. He said, man, we only look to get around 13% increase for the whole school year.
Yes.
Yeah, so it is amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. And it's so important because with math, people always have this fear. You either love it or you have this phobia.
Exactly.
It's like,
you're rarely in the middle.
That's it. No,
Right.
no, you're not in the middle. It's
Right.
like, I get it, or I'm just afraid, I don't like it. You know,
Exactly.
people just treat math like.
That's me.
Like, oh, that's you?
Yeah, I was a
used to
CD
love
student in math.
He did.
She the
Okay.
math head in the family. yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So you know exactly what it is,
Yes.
then, right?
We
So-
I can see. You know what's great is I can see it from a student perspective who don't like math, and she can see it from that perspective.
Okay.
For a
Of,
student that does.
yeah, students who do.
Okay. And then we have
This is
the
Messiah
queen
Finney.
Yes.
in the
Our
middle.
daughter. Yeah.
Our product right here.
That's it.
Honor roll student.
Hey,
Exactly.
always
Great in
applaud
math.
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
she has an honor roll assembly, Thursday?
Yeah.
Coming up?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
So it's definitely good to have children who are excelling at math in the household, because if they weren't excelling at math and we had a math product,
Like, wait a minute.
well, something ain't
going
right. Yeah.
So, and so now what do you have?
So initially we created Lyrical Math Part 1 CD. We now call it Part 1. First it was just Lyrical Math.
Okay.
But we've since created a Part 2.
Okay.
So we created a Lyrical Math Part 1 CD. It covers 10 basic math skills such as multiplication, division, multiplying fractions, dividing fractions, and more skills that I saw that most students had an issue with from 3rd grade on up, even up to 8th grade.
Okay.
I still had students that were struggling with multiplication, and
Right.
so they struggled through 8th grade. So I wanted to make sure I put those foundational skills in there, and then added skills that are frequently visited, you know, on through middle school.
Okay.
And so we did the CD first, and then we created a curriculum. So
Okay.
we then said, okay, well, we have a CD. Well, let's get some worksheets.
Okay.
So it was like, all right, let's make a teacher guidebook.
Okay.
And then we created a student workbook.
Okay.
And we also have an assessment book, and this gives you an opportunity just to scale the growth. So there's a pre and a post test for the book, and there's a pre and a post test for each lesson in the book.
Okay.
And so that way you can gauge comprehension. Can you tell them about how this is used not only in schools, but we ended up branching out from schools?
Yeah,
as
so
well.
we have a homeschool edition.
Okay.
And really what it is the same curriculum, but we actually added an instructional video series.
Okay.
So we went to a local place, local studio, and recorded Miss Finney teaching page by page the student workbook. So essentially, you can have a child. Let me see how to word this. We were vending at an event, and somebody said to me, "What's the day in the life of lyrical math look like?" And I've never been asked that question.
Okay.
So I thought about it a little bit, and I said, "That's a good question." And what came up was, let's say you have a child wakes up 6 in the morning, 7, whenever have you, and they say, "Mom, I would like some breakfast." Hopefully they say please, right?
That's it.
And so she's like, "Okay, well, while I'm making your breakfast, I need you to work on lesson 2 and 3 in lyrical math." So they queue up their iPad or their computer or their TV, and they look at Miss Finney teach them page by page, and they follow along in the book.
Wow. Okay.
We have a video clip of that.
We do have a video clip of the instructional video series.
Okay.
So it just
So we'll
it
get to see
highlights
that.
what you can look forward to. And she has a personality, so it's not that
Right.
monotone
Right.
voice.
Yeah.
For dry eyes, try clear eyes.
and I found even just before creating lyrical math, a lot of times I would direct students to the internet. Go to YouTube, look it up. Even directing parents, go to YouTube, look it up. There's so many resources out there, and some of them honestly are just boring,
Right.
you know. And it's boring to the point even you just start thinking about other stuff as you're watching, so it's difficult to retain
Right.
what's going on. So we kept that in mind and wanted to make sure it was fun and engaging for the students to keep their attention.
Did
And
you
a lot
want
of
to
times
share?
it's hard to even really understand what they're saying, because I know I've been that person that says you can Google anything. You know, like, come on, let's find the answer, let's make it work.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I think it's good even for parents, because I know when I finish, I have to go. I was asked, when we get back, I got math homework we got to do. So it's like, you know, when you do that, again, I'm not going to be able to handle this math homework coming through.
Exactly.
But
yeah, and a lot of times, you know, it's not a matter of, you know, the parents don't know. It just, you know, math, maybe they haven't seen it since they were in 12th grade, you know, and now you're in your 30s or in your 40s and talking about fractions, it's just like, wait a minute, I need to recall what I learned just to help my child.
Right.
And so we want to be that bridge for parents,
Yes.
just to make the process a lot easier for
So,
them to help.
which actually, what you said about the recall, that's basically what lyrical math was built on, the music.
okay.
So we do have an album, a CD.
Okay.
It's actually in my bag back there. I can't reach it.
That's all right.
But those powerful recall tools, which is through the music, it helps students and parents
Yes.
just jog that memory, you know, to help them, you know, wherever they are in math. So we did have our program at Delaware Military Academy Charter School, and this was for a remedial math class.
Right.
So-
Remedial math class
Yeah.
for a group of 9th graders that needed a little more help with their basic math skills before working on the 9th grade level.
Okay.
And so they implemented lyrical math as a tool, a program for them to use.
What was the data?
Come on now, you know you say the numbers all the time.
I do. Okay. So there was 10 students in the class.
Okay.
The teacher who implemented lyrical math did it for the entire program, 20
Okay.
weeks.
Okay.
And the data came back 165% increase in comprehension.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh,
they were calling her the
wow.
female Drake. The students were.
I was like, really?
Right, yeah. Very exciting. You know me, I'm CD student in math.
Okay.
Previously, not now.
Okay.
But I'm like, 165, I didn't think you'd go over 100. Can you run it again? So she ran it again, and she came back, and that was the increase.
Amazing, right?
Amazing.
Yes.
Yes. And
See,
so
and I bet it created a love, because once you start mastering it, then it's not as bad for you. It's like,
Right,
I got it.
and that's the one thing, you know, that we noticed. We had students at Rose Hill Community Center.
yes.
Shout out to
Shout out
Ron
to
Handy.
Newcastle Boys and
That's
Girls
it,
Club.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we had a summer program over there, and we had several students that came in, and we talked to their parents, and their parents said she cannot stand math. She does not like math. It's her worst subject. She's always getting low grades. And we noticed just through them going through the program that it was a confidence booster.
Right.
You know, just listening to lyrics that are building confidence, and being able to rap. A lot of people love rap music.
Yes,
you know,
it's
and,
got to be. That's
and
what they
rap
want.
music is a confident genre.
Yes,
Period.
yes.
You know,
Yeah.
when people rap, it's just like,
Yeah.
listen, I know what I'm talking about. So if you're moving like that
Right.
in a math class that's teaching you math through hip hop music, at some point a level of confidence is going to come over you.
Right.
And so we had a lot of girls just getting into it. And then, you know, if they wanted to dance, we have some songs that have dance routines to them.
Okay.
And so we were able to bring out some of their dance skills and get
Okay.
them more engaged. So now it's, you know, I'm having fun, I'm
Right.
rapping, I'm dancing, and this is math class.
Right.
You know?
Uh-huh.
And so we were able to see that they made progress in some basic skills, even through the short window of time for the summer program. Of course, we couldn't do the whole 20 weeks,
Right.
but we hit out on some foundational skills. We had parents let us know when school started back that, you know, she was a DF math student. Now she's an AB
All
math
right.
student, and it's
Okay.
been consistent.
Yeah.
Going
A lot
forward.
of and I would like to say I would like to contribute that a lot to my passionate, you know, wife, teacher extraordinaire, Miss Finney. And then the second part is that confidence booster. When you hear a parent come up to you and say, she's more confident in math.
Right.
And as a child, anything they confident in, they excel at.
Exactly.
Right.
So
Right.
the fact that lyrical math helps build confidence for the subject, it's a no-brainer.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so now let's say you are somebody who wants to get the program. How do you do it? What do we do to get your program?
So when you that now I have to ask this because you either are a district looking
Okay.
to get the program or you are a parent looking to get the program.
So let's say a parent looking to get
Okay.
the program.
So we have a homeschool package on our
Okay.
website, lyricalmath.com, where you receive the student workbook and you could receive a teacher guidebook
Okay.
and then instructional video series.
Oh, okay.
And that
okay.
price point is $149.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you can just at home now. Is that something that you can do after school?
Anytime. You
anytime?
know,
Okay.
so
Absolutely.
devices now are able to go anywhere.
Yeah, that's
so I
true.
mean, even in a car, if you're taking a
Okay.
family vacation,
Mhm.
just driving to and from
We have
wherever you're
videos.
going.
I have videos on my phone of parents who literally drive the car and they're recording their children in the back. I don't know how they doing it.
We don't want to know.
Right. But
Not
they are
recommending it,
driving
but-
and they are filming their daughters or their sons in the back and they just rocking out.
Yeah, just-
So
Okay.
we took on this this concept of turning your car into a classroom.
Okay,
Right,
I like
right.
that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
And
Whether you're going to grandma's house, supermarket, play lyrical math,
Okay.
and eventually those lyrics will get into the child's subconscious. That recall factor will be there when they go to take their test.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Now,
Yeah.
which ages or what do you target? What's your target?
You know,
And
it's-
that not have to be an age, I guess. So, what is
Yeah.
this topic? Is that
I
how
guess,
it would be?
I guess we initially targeted 3rd through 8th graders.
Okay.
The skills are focusing on those that you would see typically between 3rd and 8th grade. But we have seen children that are daycare children
okay.
that have learned their times tables just
Okay.
from their parents driving to and from daycare,
Okay.
playing
Absolutely.
lyrical math.
Okay.
We even had people that were college students. There was someone that was studying for college.
Actually, it was a
college
parent.
test?
It was
Yeah,
a
one of the
parent.
parents.
She purchased the album for her son. This was Lake Forest School District. She purchased the album for her son, and then she sent us an email as a testimony that she used the mean, median, and mode track on the album for her nursing exam.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See?
So it's
Yes.
it's doing a lot more than we
Expected.
expected, and it's
Yeah.
reaching a wider range than 3rd through 8th grade.
Okay.
The
yeah,
youngest
yes.
person I can recall listening to the album was 2 years old.
Okay.
And that
Nice.
was Sharika Wyatt's daughter after we performed at Warner.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. See, so and that's what I like because the sooner we introduce skills, the sooner you master them. And we know those little people can get
It
it
is
all.
never too early
Right.
to put that in their head.
That's
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So, and I understand we're going to get a little performance today.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So, is there anything else you want to give me before we head over to our performance?
Oh, well, we have the perform. Did we talk about Stubbs? We performed at Stubbs.
Oh yeah, we did. We recently did a performance at Stubbs Elementary School. Shout out to Ken Livingston.
Yes, Ken
Yes,
Livingston.
always.
Shout out Ken
Shout out.
Livingston.
Yeah,
He's
he
always
was
here.
he was on it, you know, and he's like, yeah, we have to get you guys
He
here.
is so for Lyrical Math.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. We came and rehearsed with the students one day, and then the following day we did a performance. They had a math night there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it was really cool just to meet students from a different school. I currently teach 5th grade at Warner Elementary School.
Okay,
Shout out
okay.
to Warner.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And you know, it was interesting just to see a different group of students, and they embraced it. When I saw students just sweating, pouring in rehearsal, it was like, wait a minute,
Okay.
wait a minute, this is just rehearsal. And they showed out on the day of the performance. They
That's
did an
good.
outstanding job.
All right.
And if
Yeah.
I could share, for me, the most memorable moment was in our performance model, we do a breakout math challenge session. And so we have 10 math challenges that we
Okay.
line up around the venue, wherever we are. And to see parents doing the math problems with their children,
Okay.
that was it for me.
Okay.
That was an amazing experience. Yep.
All
Really
right.
cool.
So again, lyricalmath.com.
.com.
Lyricalmath.com.
Lyricalmath.com for all of you like myself who are interested and gonna make sure all of mine get some strength there.
Yes.
Because I had one who was struggling in math, but I kept pushing to have the others kind of excelling. But you know, once you have, for me, that musical background in it,
Yeah.
because I know I still sing schoolhouse rock songs
Exactly.
when I need to remember something,
And
right?
even just
Right.
think, I mean, we all learned our ABCs through music.
That's it,
right?
exactly.
So it's like,
Makes
yeah, that's
sense,
just
right?
what it
Yeah,
is.
music is a
We've all
powerful
learned through
recall
music.
tool.
Music.
It is.
You know, a lot of students just learn differently. Research has
Right.
definitely shown
Yes.
that. And just to do something outside of the traditional classroom setting helps for a lot of kids.
Yeah, and it gets it there. Because as you're saying, you can forget a lot of times just basic statistics, but music kind of comes back to you.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we can always, you know, we hear something from
Oh, way
back.
back.
We're like, I got
It's
it.
something because there's times when I can just hear certain words through a
Yeah.
conversation, and it will take me back to a song from my
Right.
teens, and I'm like, wow, that's powerful.
It is.
That's
it
recall.
is. Yes. So
Yeah.
I think like I said, we're going worldwide, y'all.
Yes,
That's right.
yes.
That's right.
Claiming it.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
It's time.
So let's get ready for our performance.
All right.
All right, we'll be right back.
And be here to teach you all math in a different way. And it's not just me. We have some of your friends up here. Make some noise if you know some of these students. Hey, Xavier, give him some support. Show him, Xavier, do it. Okay. Okay. Get it. Oh, get it. 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Go, go. Oh, freeze. Set it off. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 40, 44, 48. Stop. Freeze. Hold on.
I'm a science teacher, but I also did math last year, and it was awesome. I mean, it's a good way the kids were into it. They can feel math, and that to me is the most important thing. Not only do they hear it, but they can feel it, so that's a good thing. Thank you. Thank you.
Eight fluid ounces, 1 pint, 2 cups, 1 quart, 2 pints, 1 gallon, 4 quarts, 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. 1 kiloliter equals 1,000 liters. Let's
I thought it was great. I was very surprised. I didn't know what to expect, but all the math that we talked about is all the math that we always do in class every day. So it was very cool to see that there's a wider world out there, especially the gowns and the leaders and the conversion of courts into gowns. I thought that was great. Excellent show.
I thought it was like very cool and different because, you know, kids need that. Not everything is always about sitting in a desk writing all day. We can make learning fun. And I was happy to participate in this. So.
Wait. Hold on. Let me know. Oh, we went. Stop. We live. Get ready. Look, I got some decimal numbers I must divide. You know I started off by making a division sign. Always put my dividend in the inside. Locate my divisor and I put it outside. Move my divisor decimal to the right. Every place value till it's no more on the right. Move my dividend decimal the same amount of time to the right. Place the decimal right above the line. Then divide, keep my mind on the quotient. Stay away from haters cause they hate to see me focus. See, I got my answer. If you know that you should notice. Quote this, I've been a scholar, you should know this. You got a problem, you should solve it, I ain't stressing you. But keep it moving, I'm dividing with you decimals. You got a problem, you should solve it, I ain't stressing you. But keep it moving, I'm dividing with you decimals. I got some decimal numbers I must divide. You know I started off by making a division sign. Always put my dividend in the inside. Locate my divisor and I put it outside. Move my divisor decimal to the right. Every place value till it's no more on the right. Move my dividend decimal the same amount of time to the right. Place the decimal right above the line, then divide. Keep my mind on the quotient. Stay away from haters cause they hate to see me focus. See, I got my answer. If you know that you should notice. Quote this, I've been a scholar, you should know this. You got a problem, you should solve it, I ain't stressing you. But keep it moving, I'm dividing with these decimals. You got a problem, you should solve it, I ain't stressing you. But keep it moving, I'm dividing with these decimals. Ayo, I must divide. You know I started off by making a division sign. Hey.
All right, that was a lot of fun, but we've got a lot more information. So come on, tell us about it.
So the performance that we just did. That was for Lyrical Math Part 2. So that's one of our tracks on Lyrical Math Part 2.
Okay.
It's called Keep It Moving.
Lyrical Math 2, I'm just saying, that is fire with the emoji signs.
Okay.
Fire.
Okay. With the emoji,
With the emoji
signs.
signs.
That's our language.
That's it. That's it. I got that.
If you like Lyrical, if you like Part 1, when you hear Part 2,
It's going. Okay.
man. And what's great is it's like a graduation. Like it's a sophomore album.
Okay.
So you're going to see the growth in it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as a parent, you know, we always like, I know how to do it, but I'm like, okay, what's the name of this number and that? So I'm like, okay, put the dividend. I know what it is. That's
Exactly.
what I'm supposed to say.
See what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
The dividend goes in the inside. There we
Another
go.
lyrical mathematician was born.
There we go.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome.
Hey, I'm there.
Yeah. So we have our some pages right there, which is our performance model.
Okay.
We charge $425 to come out to schools and perform, and we take 7 students from each school we perform at, and we do a 1-hour rehearsal with them. They get their performance T-shirts, and then they perform for the rest of their student body with Miss Finney.
Okay.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
So we recently were in Chester.
Right.
We did, was it 3 or 4 performances in one day?
Right. 3 performances in one day.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So that was a
something.
hard day, right?
I was
Yeah,
like,
it
wait
was-
a minute, this
that
is
was
how it
different.
feels.
But I gotta say, those students, we went to Toby Farms Middle School. They were turned up.
Yeah.
When I literally saw a child do a backflip off the stage,
Okay.
and then he started breakdancing, and the whole place was like, oh,
Right.
for math.
And that's
And
what.
Just
See,
for-
that's it.
yeah, they
it was
sweating,
amazing.
and you saw kids on the whiteboards up on the stage, and they were doing a problem, and you just can't help but
Get excited.
Yeah.
Like, oh. All right. So now I have some groups. So I'm in some groups. So my groups, we know who they are. I look forward to inviting you to
Let's do it.
my functions.
Yeah.
So
Let's do
we
it.
do it more than one time.
Okay.
And
Yes.
just watch it happen. So if you we only need 7 students to have you come
7
do
students, yeah.
yep,
something, and that price is
$425.
$425
Yep.
to have you come out.
Each student will walk away with an album.
Okay.
Because we don't just, Miss Finney doesn't, you said that you don't just want them
Yeah,
to have the performance and
Right.
leave, but we want them to continue learning after the
Yes.
performance.
Okay.
Right.
It comes with 25 albums
Okay.
and 7 shirts for the performers with
Okay.
Miss Finney. Yep. And the math challenges.
And we have some example shirts here.
And they're fun.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We have how many different characters? 12?
We have 12 different characters.
12 different characters.
Yes. 6 different ethnicities.
6 different ethnicities. Yeah.
We cover Indian, Asian, Hispanic, Italian, Irish, African American.
Right.
I think that's it.
That's 6. Yeah.
That's 6. There we
Yeah.
go. See, that's 6.
There you go.
You haven't said anything, my daughter. Okay, I'm not gonna put you on the
She's a
spot.
quiet storm.
Okay.
Oh, that's it. That's what we have to
Yeah,
be.
so this is. You can
Kai,
introduce
I
your
think
character.
this is Kai.
Kai.
That's Kai.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yes.
She has Kai on today, and I have on Suzu.
They are brother and sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how did you get the characters or the ideas for the characters?
One thing I noticed about hip hop, and it's often looked at like hip hop is just for the black community. Like they're the only people who listen to hip hop. But hip hop is worldwide.
It sure is.
True.
I mean, people from all different cultures
Right.
love hip hop
Yes.
music, and so we wanted to make sure that our workbook was fun and engaging, and that we included characters of all different backgrounds. You know, different ethnicities, but
Yes.
also even different family structures.
Okay.
And that come from different places. We wanted to add that into the characters that we have in the book, and they are inside of the word problems.
Okay.
And so the experience you have in going through the Lyrical Math workbook, you are walking with the lyrical mathematicians through events that they have at the community centers.
Okay.
And so it's something most students can relate to.
Yes.
More so than random math problems about tall buildings.
Right.
You know, like who
Or the
cares,
train,
really?
right? The
Right, or the
car.
train. It's like, I mean, I know my teacher said solve this problem, but who cares? You know, I
Right.
mean, I'm serious as a student. That's the kind of
Right.
stuff I would think.
But
you
if
know?
if Kai is going to the local corner store because mom said I need you to grab me a gallon of milk, and in turn she gives her 20, and she's like, well, I would like a bag of chips. something to drink, how much change should I get back?
Right. So
And
something a
that's good.
child can relate to, and so that was part of our inspiration for
And
adding
we
the
can see
characters.
all of this on lyrical.com as far as how to do this, how to so for individual, for
Yeah.
a district, or for a group.
Yes,
Right? We
but
can
I
all
will
put it
share
together.
though, lyricalmath.com, at this point where the website is, it really just gives an overview of who we are, but focusing on the products that we have to offer.
Okay.
I would encourage anybody to go to our Instagram.
Instagram.
Yes,
everybody.
if you go to our Instagram, you literally see the story
Okay.
of us going to and from performances, at the performances, and different venues and community places where we've been, community events. It's definitely worth checking out our
All right.
Instagram.
Because we are making all the world newcomers are all going to be mathematicians here. That's
Yes.
a part of life.
Exactly.
So
Lyrical
we look forward to
mathematicians.
that.
Let's
That's
go.
right. That's
Yes.
it. Well, I want to thank you for coming on and sharing.
Thank you for
and,
having us.
And definitely for creating.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
supporting
It was definitely
and
a
making
team
it happen.
effort.
Yes,
Yes.
that's what I
Definitely a
mean. You
team
can see
effort,
that.
yeah.
And you're all excited about it. So that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
That's a
I
great
enjoy it.
thing.
Yeah,
Family
amen.
here. All right, stand by. We've got more fun.